Hey there guys, and welcome back. Got a deck that Edward Oliveira gave me basically the whole idea for. I wanted to give him credit because he gave me most of the list, but not all of it, so I filled in the rest of the blanks with stuff that I thought would be good in it. And it's a Ciri Nova Frost Moonlight deck, which seems pretty interesting, and because you can use the Caretaker Iris combo, which is really strong too, so we'll get into this. We got 2 recons. Look at 2 bronze units in your deck, then play one. Helps you filter out one of these bronze cards, which is nice for thinning because we have a decent amount of thinning in here. Then we got Moonlight, apply a full moon boon or apply a blood moon hazard. Pretty much using it for the boon in this deck, where it gives the +2 to either the Siren or the Nurk Rat every turn, because that adds up to more and more in a longer round. But you can use it for the other effect of blood moon and just do 2 damage to everything on a row if it's like a really long round. So that's up to you, but that's usually what I use it for. Then we got 2 Biting Frost, apply a hazard to an enemy row that deals 2 damage to the lowest unit on turn start. Pretty good, can be filtered out with the Wild Hunt Hounds. I mean, it's a weather, it's alright, and not everyone's running weather clears, so you can get away with some weather decks. And this sets up for your Iris, which is the most important thing, because if you have a Wild Hunt Rider on the opposite row that you throw the Iris on, then it's going to instantly kill Iris and they can't even respond to it. So then we got 2 Sirens to play a Moonlight from your deck, which, yeah, she filters out your Moonlights, and then the Wild Hunt Hounds play Biting Frost, so they filter out your Biting Frosts, so they're just some more deck thinning cards. Then we got 2 Werewolves to boost by 7 on contact with Full Moon. This card is great, it's a 14 power bronze if you have Full Moon out, like, I love this card. Yeah, he's really strong, and he's immune, so that's even better. Then 2 Drowners to move an enemy to the opposite row and deal 2 damage to it. That row is under a hazard, deal 4 damage instead. Can be 11 power bronze, which isn't too bad, but it also moves something back into the weather if they're trying to play around your weather, so having 2 of them is not too bad. Then 2 Wild Hunt Riders, increase the damage dealt by Biting Frost on opposite row by 1. So you just try to have one of these guys out, so that way your Biting Frost is doing 3, so that way they can't respond to your Iris, which makes it really, really good. Then we got Black Blood. Choose one, create any bronze, silver, necrophage, or vampire, or destroy bronze or silver, necrophage, or vampire. The thing's really good for the first option because, I mean, you can get a Nurk Rat, an Abaya, an Osril. There's plenty of good choices in here, so Black Blood's pretty cool. And it gives us another pull for Vesmir, because I'm also running the Mandrake, of course, because this card is pretty meta, to reset a unit and strengthen it by 6, or reset a unit and weaken it by 6. Pretty good card. I mean, it deals with a lot of cheeky decks that try to pull off some cheesy type of combo, and it usually works well against John Calvet Alchemy and stuff, so this card's really good. It especially helps against Imlerith if you randomly run into him, because that happens now and then. Of course, it's every time that I don't have the Mandrake, so they'll sit there and they'll play like Swallow Potions on him and everything, and I'm just like, I can't do anything. So yeah, Mandrake's always good to run. Then we got Iris. Death Wish, boost 5 units on the opposite row by 5. She dies, you get a 25 point boost, which is really strong. It usually adds up to like 22 because you're thrown into a Biting Frost and negating 3 damage that you would have done to them, so 22 point silver is still really, really strong. Then Vader Maker to get out another Biting Frost if you need that, and the Elzur's Thunder, because our mage doesn't have Elzur's Thunder or Biting Frost, so Vader Maker ends up being better. Then we got Nurk Rat, spawn Moonlight, just another Moonlight card. Then Frightener, move an enemy to this row unit, throw and draw a card. It's your disloyal unit. It's somewhat helpful, but you want to run him if you can. In weather decks you can get away with it, because even if they don't have anything in the weather, then you just throw Frightener in there, and it works out pretty well. Then we got Royal Decree, which you might want to replace with Triss Marigold. That's up to you, but I do like the consistency of being able to take out my Caretaker, Ciri Nova, or Vesmir if I need them. So that's why I run this. But with the deck thinning, you can get away with just the Triss if you want, so we can get another Moonlight or Recon. Then we got Ciri Nova, because we're running 2 copies of exactly every card, so I mean, we get 22. 22 power beat stick. Good card. Good finisher for sure. Then Caretaker to resurrect a bronze or silver unit from your opponent's graveyard, to resurrect that Iris, so you can redo her ability. And then we got Vesmir to play a bronze or silver alchemy card from your deck. He can grab you Mandrake or Black Blood. I would be running Weaves, but just because I like running Weaves more than Vesmir, but we're running Black Blood, which is alchemy and not an organic, so she can't grab that, but he can. So we got Vesmir. Then Aridin Breckglass spawned a bronze Wild Hunt unit. Well, our Wild Hunt units, Wild Hunt Warrior can be useful to deal 3 damage to enemy, and if the enemy is destroyed, or under Biting Frost boost health by 2, he's like a 12 power bronze, he's not too bad. But having a backup, another Wild Hunt Rider can be really useful, or the Wild Hunt Hound if you really need it, or even the Wild Hunt Navigator to grab another Wild Hunt Hound or Wild Hunt Rider. And then the Wild Hunt Tracker can even be decent, but usually is going to be your worst choice, because you need quite a few Wild Hunt allies out for that to add up to more value than what one of the other ones would have given you. So yeah, that's it for this one. We're going to try some pro ladder matches with it, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know, it seems pretty strong if things go right, so hopefully it does, and I'll see you guys there. Coin flip elves, most likely. I don't know, Broverhoog, you don't always see coin flip elves nowadays. It's Broverhoog. Usually is, but not every time. I'm gonna throw that back and that back. So this has a pretty high chance of giving us a Siren, that's pretty nice. Could throw the Mandrake back because we got the Vesmir. What are we facing? Might be coin flip, so Mandrake's not going to be that helpful anyway. So we try to thin out our Sirens and everything. Hopefully we don't go first. Okay, cool. Like, I don't mind going first against Broverhoog, as long as it's not the coin flip. The one that throws their disloyal unit over right away. Looks like it probably is, though. So we'll do a recon here, because I have a pretty good chance of seeing a Siren. There we go.
You wouldn't want to hurt us.
Then in my deck by 2. We need to get that Iris somehow. Then I'll drop a Werewolf to try to catch up in some tempo, and then recon again. What'd you get? Oh, that's alright, because we could always just... Actually, let me see, he's at 9 with that? So that'd be 10. Yeah, if we recon out another one of these, we'd be okay, because we could just Vesmir Mandrake. I guess I'll take a Werewolf. Then I can get Moonlight going on a different row. I'm gonna try to hold on to my Frost shenanigans till later. Another recon. Some more elves. This is looking like coin flip. We're gonna get another full moon going. Then drop another Werewolf to catch back up.
Enough of this farce.
Yorvith, not too bad. Drop it on this row because... Oh, he wants to scorch us. Oh, maybe not. Well, that's 41, so I mean, I could just use a Drowner here and I don't even need to waste any of this. So it'd be... Yeah, we'd win with just a Drowner. So I'll take that. Then he most likely has a War Dancer. Which I have no answer to unless I get my disloyal unit. Two Black Blood. Ciri Nova. That was a good one. Throw Ball. Oof, don't give me Frost. Moonlight's not the worst, I guess. I kind of need my Iris, though. Get a Frost going on this row. I mean, without seeing the Iris, it's gonna suck. We have 10 cards left. Ugh. Disloyal unit?
We were not the ones to start this war.
So you're obviously planning on scorching me or something. I mean, I could just pass here. Then I use Broverhoog and Barclay. Can he Barclay this? No. So we'll just play another Wild Hunt Rider. I mean, a Wild Hunt Rider. And Broverhoog into Barclay to Cleaver for decent chunk of damage. It's not too bad. So we'll probably move him up here with the Drowner so he starts taking damage. Could Vesemir Mandrake my Wild Hunt Rider? Pretty sure I'm going for Black Blood though. Another Riot Dragoon. So we'll get a second Frost going on this row. Then without Vader, I don't have the way to play the third Frost, so he's probably going to row stack on the back row. Moonlight might be pretty good then.
The customer is king.
See what Black Blood gives us.
Only death here for Dwan. Look what the
Oh, Bomber? Did he just RNG that out? Of course he did. So, do we let that bomb go or to an enemy? It has to be an enemy. That sucks. So I just use Wild Hunt Navigator with this guy. Get out another one of these, put a middle row. Take my tons of damage. Oh, there's the weather clear. So now we'll Vesemir Black Blood.
Not much left.
Better off giving up now.
And we'll create a Bronzer Silver Necrophage. Azrael? Azrael's not too bad. I mean, he has a 10 power cleaver. We have a 10 power one of those, so probably just play him. And then we'll pass. He's probably gonna Saskia combo us or something. No Scorch. Alright. And that takes care of that actually for our Ciri Nova because we're not seeing Final Play. Final Say. And that's only an 8 power play, so he'd definitely pass me if I don't pass here. Yeah, with that. Well, without Iris, I think we lose. Well, I mean, we don't... Even drawing Iris now would be bad. I need, like, Caretaker, Royal Decree. Ah, there we go. Now just don't give me Caretaker when I throw this back. Okay.
Hold the lines.
That sucks. I mean, I could grab one of his Mulligan guys, I guess. And throw Royal Decree back and maybe get something crappy. Because it's only going to be a 5 power card when I do that. What's left in our deck? Iris? I could see an Iris, that'd be bad.
Ho ho, I said.
Just drop Ciri Nova. This guy's probably got it. Dead Royal Decree is no good. Yep. Zap.
is nigh.
So I could re-res that. Or a half elf hunter. I mean, this thing's 13. This thing's 12. This thing is 9. So then I just need to not draw into Iris. Or I don't want the Iris this time. Oh, that's not going to be enough.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vat.
Yeah, Black Blood,
You wouldn't
Full
want to
Moon,
hurt us,
Blood
would
Moon,
you?
go. There you go, you need a 1 power card.
Only death.
He gets 1 power. And he pulls the weather clear. Not that it really mattered. Well, we ended up getting closer than I thought we would after... That was horrible round 3. Like, Jesus. We probably could have won. We could have won it if we didn't get, Royal Decree in our hand and Caretaker. That's dumb. Alright, let's get into the next one. Great Swords. Most likely Great Swords. It might actually be Axemen or Veterans? Maybe? Throw Mandrake back though. So I can pull that with Vesmir. I got a Moonlight, but I would like a Siren. Because I'll throw one of these Drowners back.
Seen it all already.
So this is either I trick you by playing Veterans, or it's actually Veterans. We'll go with Siren,
Come to me.
Full Moon.
Seen
We'll
it
see.
all already. And then some.
Not quite sure how I'm going to do this yet. Because if he passes without revealing that he's playing X-Men or Bears, it's going to make a big difference. We're going to play a Werewolf.
Come here. Come
Okay,
here.
he's playing
Hey,
Veterans.
bear hug.
So... Can go with a Biting Frost here or a Recon. Recon could give me, what, a Drowner and a Wild Hunt Rider, then I could just pick the Wild Hunt Rider. Yeah, then it gave me the bad options. So we'll go with Wild Hunt Rider. I was hoping for my other Siren.
How can I help?
Triss for the Biting Frost? Nope.
I promise you a quick death.
For -5 damage on that, that's not too bad, but he plans on killing it with the second one. Get our Biting Frost going. Yep, there's a second one. So now I can play another one. And still be okay. I need to hold on to 1 Frost though. Even though I'd like to thin my deck out some more. Oh, he's just gonna pass. So I'll play Drowner. Move this there. And take my win. Well, at least round win. Hopefully the full win. Need Iris. I run her. She's somewhere in that deck. Drowner. Siren. Or Drowner back. Mandrake. Alright. Mandrake. Not what I wanted. With all this thinning, I should be able to see it. This is crazy. Just throw Frightener over. There it is. Jeez. Took long enough. Skajal for his Disloyal. Oh, he's running Vets with his Disloyal. Don't see that very often.
You wouldn't want to
Play
hurt
Siren,
us,
get a Full
would
Moon
you?
going. Thing is, he doesn't have a way to deal with my Iris.
Good grief, you're worse than children.
And Wussbane. So that has 2 turns till it procs. And he Johnny'd it, so he probably got our Caretaker or something. Maybe he got Ciri Nova. Well, we're not going to beat it out through that. So let's just drop Mandrake. Mandrake's pretty much useless against vets. We'll weaken this by 6. And then we'll pass him because that thing's going to pop and I'm not beating that out. And I really need these cards for the final round. Hey, Caretaker. That's actually something nice. Let's keep this.
Bow before
Priest of
water.
Freya, Bear Man, Bear. Alright. So we'll do Nurkrat. Get the full moon going. Then we'll do Wild Hunt Warrior.
The time for blathering is past.
And play Frost on the back row. Then we'll use our leader to bring out
Modron
the 10
Freya
power
is
one.
patient, but she brooks no insult.
The 10 power guy who's gonna stop him. Actually, you can he could exactly get out enough to kill him off. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Let's do Wild Hunt Rider on this back row. Then Vesmir Mentor.
We serve her who is
Yep, there's one of the 5 damage ones. My Mandrake's gone.
Tomfoolery. Enough.
So we'll play Black Blood. And Ghoul? Ugh. Hubert might be. No, I have no boost in my deck. Hubert's not going to do me anything. Ghoul though, the Ghoul's not too bad. It's 14. Actually, there's a 13 power in there, so that's even higher. So do you have your other one too? Probably a way to kill him off. Priest of Freya, yep. I mean, Sigdarifa. So we'll throw her over just to see if she dies. It's 50-50 that it actually hits her, but it didn't. So we can... Actually, we can kill her off still. We'll Caretaker. That's Johnny. No, we'll use Tursek Hunter. I think that's my card in his hand. So we'll do 5 damage to her, take our buff. And then... Nope! It wasn't Johnny. I mean, it wasn't Caretaker that he stole from us. Well, we won that one. We actually saw the Caretaker Iris, but we didn't get to do it. But still, it worked. I mean, there was so much power left in our deck. I'm surprised we won that. That was not looking too good. Let's get into the last one, guys. Alright, game 3. Consume. Consume. It's actually kind of... Well, we got the Mandrake, right? It's like the only thing we can do against this Necker. Maybe a Res 1. I don't know. Well, let's throw back Biting Frost. We got Iris. But against Consume, like, I'm not going to be able to out-tempo him. Throw back a Drowner and a Full Moon. There we go. Now we go first. We didn't get blue coin every time, so I mean, that's good. Take going first once in a while. Let's play Full Moon. So he shadows that, then I Mandrake it. And hopefully he doesn't have another one, because I only have one single way to deal with this.
this shit.
Which he probably has another one, because they usually use this shadow to be like, oh, I only have one, it's my only one, and then they have another one. Oh, or summoning circle. They have that too. So here we can just pass, I think. No, we can't pass against Consume like that. But if I play him out, he's gonna get a lot of value. I mean, we have Caretaker Iris. I might be able to... But then he has say in the next round. That's the biggest problem. So we'll play Werewolf, because we have no other ways to deal with Neckers. So there's Double Cross for Necker Warrior. What bronze would I like to copy? This bronze, right? I could just throw this bronze down, because when he eats it, I can Caretaker it. So he can't Slizzard it. Or I could grab more werewolves. More werewolves wouldn't be too bad. Play my disloyal unit. It's... yeah, that'll keep us ahead. Okay, he's gonna eat that. And we're gonna Caretaker that on him. And not make more of them because he's immune! At least they're on the bottom of my deck. Yep, there's the pass. That was his only one. So he was counting on those to make more Neckers. No, but we don't have our Caretaker Iris anymore, which is unfortunate. Let's throw this back. Don't give me another Frost. Good. So now, before he has a chance to get more, hopefully, we're gonna...
You wouldn't want to hurt us, would you?
just kill him this round. Hopefully. It's so hard to play Consume unless you have the answers. Okay, there's another one of those. And we'll Frost that row. So we can start killing them. Ah, I did pull another one. But we'll still be able to slow it down a little bit. If I get 2 Wild Hunt Riders, I could get 3 Wild Hunt Riders on this row. Can't really block too many of them. Let's play another werewolf. Or play a werewolf. Since there's no point to playing Wild Hunt Rider yet. So that's going to eat his Necker. Nope, he doesn't want that to happen. Wants to Slizzard again. Try to protect it. So here, I think I'll just Router this out of the Frost. Force him to eat one of his Neckers. To use up another one, and then damage the next one. Could actually throw my Iris over next turn, because it's going to go to 1, and then he could eat my Iris. So you can Draconoid his Slizzard? Yep. So how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 5 left. Get another Wild Hunt Rider going. Then throw Iris over. Now we could wait for the next turn to throw Iris over. Black Blood out some resilience. See if we can pull a Drowner. Blood Moon not too helpful. Wild Hunt Hound Frost can be. Just to start damaging that thing. Then I think we throw Iris over and we pretty much have to pass there. And hope to draw into Ciri Nova. Really wish he didn't get that other Necker Warrior this round. So how many is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 3 left. Should probably Erden. So he doesn't know if he can pass us or not. Bring out another Wild Hunt Rider. Start damaging that back row. Oh, look at that. Thank you for the win. Because, I mean, how were you...
I am
like...
sadness.
Really? Bad hero pass. He must have had his Brewis in his hand and something else that he really wanted to hold on to for the final round. Just a way to filter out his Neckers. Well, we ended up messing with him round 1 because, I mean, we destroyed the one Necker. I knew that was probably a bait. And then we got to res his Necker Warrior so we couldn't set up his combo round 1, which really helped us with that early pass round 1 so we could go into the extended round 2. That's why I say I'll drop a Caretaker to steal your Necker Warrior if you're playing Consume in that one How to Fight Consume video. Because it messes with their whole plan when they can't just do their whole 5-card combo right in the beginning. Well, I'm not sure we would have won that without him dry passing us too early or not, but he did, and I mean, I don't know what he thought. Of course, he probably thought he was going to eat his Necker, get like 17 more power, and be like 20 something ahead, but luckily we had the Iris to block him from eating that Necker. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, deck's pretty good. I mean, if you get the Iris combo, it's great. We didn't get to do the Iris Caretaker once during those 3 games, but that can be really strong. Or even Iris and Ciri Nova. Like, deck has some strengths in it. I'm liking it, so good job with this deck, Edward, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. Till then, have a good one.